Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit tonight about wintertime skincare. But first, let's get a few things out of the way. While I am a medical provider, I'm not your medical provider. You should always talk to your personal healthcare professional before starting anything new. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about wintertime skincare. This is a question I'm starting to get a lot more of because we're transitioning into fall. Depending on where you live, it may be getting cooler. I'm here in Charleston, so we're not quite there yet, but it's coming. And with the colder and drier weather, you may need to tweak your skincare regimen. So I definitely don't think you need to trash it, what you're doing, and start from scratch. But you may need to plug in a few different products that I think may help you get through the winter months. So we're going to talk about a couple areas that I like to focus on, and I'm going to start with moisturizers. So I'm going to do two parts to this. The first part is going to be for the face. So you may find in the winter months that you need something a little bit more. You may have been using a serum moisturizer in the summer months or a really light lotion. And a lot of us need something a little more substantial in the winter months, which may mean switching to a cream. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple different moisturizers that you can plug in the winter months. The first one is a cult favorite. It's called Triple Lipid, and I refer to it as the Cadillac of all moisturizers. It smells so good. You guys can't smell this, but it smells amazing. You really need very little, and if you are someone with dry skin, this is your new best friend. Skinceuticals carries this, and I will put all the links to the products at the bottom. And if you guys want to check them out, you can. But this is definitely a cult favorite, and for good reason. It's awesome. Another similar product is by Epionce. They have an intensive nourishing cream. So this is kind of their dry skin, winter heavier product. You do not need much of this. This also smells amazing. It smells like Fruit Loops. That sounds weird, but tell me I'm not right. And this is another amazing wintertime moisturizer. These are both medical grade. And so with that comes, a little bit of a heftier price, but you need a very little amount. And if you're on a retinoid, it's worth spending the money on a medical grade moisturizer if you're having issues with tolerability. So these two are both amazing, both favorites of mine. I also wanted to share a over-the-counter version, which I love giving the option of because not everyone can splurge on a moisturizer. This one is by Laroche Posay. This is a sample actually. It's called Toleriane Ultra. It is awesome. I love this line. It's probably my favorite over-the-counter skincare line right now. I just think they have really good products at an affordable price, and it's a great option. And I'll put that one right up here so you guys can see it, and I'll put a link at the bottom. So that's moisturizers for the face. Now let's talk about the body. I feel like the body gets neglected a little bit all year long, and sometimes even more in the winter months. So I'm going to talk about 3 different moisturizers that I love, that are actually 2 of them are over the counter and 1 of them is medical grade. Let's start with the medical grade. So this is Epionce. They're the same company that makes this moisturizer, and this is called Medical Barrier Cream. I'll put it up here for you guys. And this stuff is amazing. This is a big tube, and it's amazing. I use this in the winter months. It will take care, if you have eczema or you struggle with skin conditions, this is amazing. I used to use this on my, she's 3 now, but when she had diaper rash, this is amazing. I use this on her just now as a moisturizer. If you have skin that is compromised because of eczema, psoriasis, what have you, this is worth investing in because it really is a great product, and my patients that use it swear by it. So this is your medical grade moisturizer. Next up, and this is a sample, I don't have a full size right now, is another Laroche Posay product, which I've told y'all I really love them. It's called Lipikar Balm, and I love it because it's a cream, but it comes in a pump, and you don't find that very often. This is just a sample, but the actual Lipikar is like a big kind of pump, and it's great. So this is an awesome option for patients that have eczema. They're not really able to spring for the medical grade like the Epionce like we talked about. This is an amazing option. You can get this at CVS, Walgreens, and I'll put a link at the bottom, and I'll put it up here. So the last one, as far as moisturizer, is also such a good one. So if you're someone that in the winter months, you just kind of get that like rough and bumpy, scaly, just feels like fish scales on your legs, you just feel like dry and rough and bumpy, this is going to be your new best friend. This is Amlactin, and this is over the counter. It has ammonium lactate in it, and I always tell my patients, it's probably not the best analogy, but it like sands down your dry skin while hydrating it. I know that sounds odd. It's good stuff. This stuff's been around for a long time, and whenever I introduce my patients to it, they're always like, where has this been all my life? It really is a good product. It exfoliates while it moisturizes, and I don't recommend using this on your face, obviously, but neck down, this stuff is good as gold. So I will also put that up here and a link at the bottom for you guys. So that's moisturizers. Let's talk about cleansers. You may use X cleanser all year round, and that's fine. You do not have to change it. That's not what I'm here to say. But in the winter months, especially because a lot of us will do, peels in the winter months and do all the things that we can't do or don't want to do in the summertime, it's really nice to have a more gentle hydrating cleanser in your shower lineup, just to have. And if you ski or snowboard in the wintertime and your face just gets kind of like chapped, these are all great options to have around. And I'm going to talk about 3 of them. The first one is actually not a cleanser, it's a cleansing oil, and I'm obsessed with this line. It's called One Love. It is my go-to pre-cleanse. So at the end of the day, when you're taking off your sunscreen and all your product, and if you're wearing makeup, I'm currently with COVID not even doing it, but maybe some eye makeup some days, this stuff is gold. It's gonna take off all your stuff from the day, including mascara. It is not going to strip you, so if you're using makeup wipes and things like that, by the time you get all your stuff off, your skin is like dry as a bone. This does not do that. You actually put it on dry skin, which sounds kind of odd, and kind of rub it in, and then get your mascara off or eye makeup if you have it, and then once you go under, add water, it kind of turns like milky and rinses off, and I'm obsessed with it. I order my next bottle when it's half out because I have anxiety about running out of it. That's how much I like it. That's how you know you like a skincare product. And I swear by this stuff. Everybody I've turned it on to agrees. We actually don't carry it in my practice, and I am constantly referring patients to go purchase it because it's good stuff. Now let's talk about cleansers. So my two favorite cream cleansers is the Skinceuticals Gentle Cream Cleanser. Something to know about these is they don't foam up. So when I first started in derm and I was seeing these like gentle cleansers, I was like, is this lotion? Like, what's happening? I always kind of had the mindset of if it doesn't foam, it's not cleaning. And that's obviously not true. Over the years, I've actually gotten to love these cleansers, and they get the job done. They just are hydrating, and they're not going to strip your skin, and they don't foam up, so that takes some getting used to, but I love a good cream cleanser. I always keep one in my shower. My second cream cleanser that I love is the Epionce Milky Lotion cleanser. Again, this does not foam up, and so don't panic when you use it and you think you got a lotion. This is actually called a lotion cleanser, but it is a cleanser. And again, same thing. I have actually this one in my upstairs shower and this one in my downstairs. And I use both of these. I love them. They're both awesome. They're medical grade, but they're at an affordable price point, and highly recommend having a hydrating cleanser of some sort in your shower in the winter months. I didn't talk about an over-the-counter hydrating cleanser because I don't have one right now that I love. And if y'all know and follow me, I will only recommend the stuff that I am loving, and I just haven't found one that I like. So if you do have one that you like, drop it in the comments, and I am always looking for a over-the-counter option. So that is the cleansers. Now let's talk about exfoliators. So exfoliating can get a bad rap for sure. We've all heard about St. Ives. If you haven't, don't use it. It's made out of like walnut shells, I'm pretty sure, and just not good for your skin. It causes little micro tears, but I do think that exfoliation is important for your skin. And I've kind of changed the way I view exfoliators in the last couple years, and I've incorporated them into my skincare regimen, and I definitely see the value. So we're gonna talk about one exfoliator for the face and one for the body. So let's start with the body. This is actually one I just discovered a couple months ago. It's called OSEA, I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a body scrub. I love it. It is amazing. I use it probably a couple times a week, maybe like twice a week, realistically. And apparently you're supposed to put it to dry skin and then add the water, which I don't always do, but I'm gonna start trying. But this stuff's amazing. It just kind of gets the dead skin off your body. I usually just do like my arms and my legs, and I love it. So body scrubs, there's a ton of them out there. Feel free to let me know which ones you love. I've just started getting into the body scrubs, and this one is definitely my favorite. I'll put this link down below. My girlfriend, Kelly, sells these products. She's the one who turned me on to them, and I'll put that link so you guys can try it out if you want to. Next, we're gonna talk about face exfoliators, and hands down, I don't even have two of these to share. I just have one, is the ZO Exfoliating Polish. I refer to this as face crack, and I refer to it as that for a reason. This stuff is addictive. It smells amazing, it's pretty blue color, and it's made out of magnesium crystals. It's safe to use every day, but you don't have to. I definitely use mine every day because I'm kind of addicted to it, but you could use it a couple times a week if you wanted to. A little goes, you know, a long way. You don't need a ton, and it's just, I use mine in the morning, and it just gives you that like glow. I've tried a million different exfoliators, and none of them have beat this out so far. And y'all know I try all the things. So ZO Exfoliating Polish, amazing. Now, if you want to purchase this, most, at least to my knowledge, you can't get this online like straight away from someone. You have to have, I think, a ZO provider. So I'll try to find a link for you guys, but most people know about ZO, and you know someone that sells it, I'm sure. Our practice doesn't. So I have to hunt for this one, but it is so good and is worth every penny. And they actually, I promise I don't work for them, they actually sell a travel size, and I think it's like 20 bucks. So to try it, I promise you, I've never met anyone who doesn't like it. I challenge you to try this and tell me you don't like it. I am obsessed. So those are exfoliators. Two more things I'm going to talk about. One is lips. So my lips get super dry, I feel like all year round, and then in the winter it just goes up to another level. So there are lots of different lip products out there, and there are so many good ones, but I'm going to talk tonight about a recent favorite of mine, and it is actually by Revision. I don't even know what it's called. Their YouthFull Lip Replenisher, and I'll put that up here. I love it. I actually have it on right now. It's one of the only products, this and Mizzi, which I love Mizzi Cosmetics as well. They have an intense therapy that I love. I just like this one right now because I don't have to, if it's by my bed, I can just put it on and I don't have to stick my finger in a jar. So this one I keep by my bed, and then my Mizzi I keep in where I get ready. But this stuff is amazing. You put it on at night and it's literally still there in the morning, and it really does get rid of your dry lips. Cannot recommend this enough. I ordered my second one of this, and that's always how I know I really like it, when I go for the second one. So Revision has an awesome lip product. You can also just use Vaseline. There's nothing wrong with that. I definitely keep Vaseline. I have lip stuff all over my house, and Vaseline is one of those things. I also love the Cerave healing ointment, which is over the counter. That's a good one, but it's super important to keep your lips hydrated in the winter months, especially because once they get dry, it's like you're, you know, chasing your tail, trying to catch up with it. So stay ahead of it. Mizzi also makes a bunch of amazing, you can pick any of them, lip scrubs that you can use in the showers, where I like to use mine, and it just kind of buffs off that dead skin. And I will put that up here, and then I'll also put that link down below as well. It's great. You can get any of the scrubs. I'll just pick one to put down here, but pick any of the options. They're all good. The last thing that I, just in the last year, have kind of gotten a little bit more into is the oils. So my girlfriend, Rianne, she's the master esthetician on Instagram. She's brilliant, and she's one of my skin gurus. If she says something's good, I will try it. And she introduced me to this Herbivore Botanical Oil. I don't know, I guess it's been probably a year. They have a whole line of them, but this was the one, the Emerald line. It's a really pretty, I don't know if you guys can see it, really pretty green, and you can use this a couple different ways. You can actually just put this straight up on your face, like 3 drops is all I use, and sometimes I'll do that, but a lot of times what I'll do is I'll add it to my moisturizer. So I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand, add a few drops, and then apply it. And it's just another boost you can do in the winter months to kind of step up your hydration. It's not a must-have. It's definitely a product that you can use or not use, but I love it. And I've had this for like ever. You don't need much. And I don't even use this every night. I use it like a couple times a week. And especially once it starts to get cooler, I incorporate it into my regimen. So we talked about a lot of things tonight. If you're someone that's like, my regimen's fine for me in the winter months, then leave it alone. You don't have to change it. You don't have to, don't fix it if it's not broke. But there, you may find, and sometimes as you get older or your skin changes, your hormones fluctuate, that your skin does change, and you do need to change up your cleanser or add a heavier moisturizer or whatever it is. And I think it's important to pay attention to your skin and kind of do what it needs. I would love to hear from y'all, like, what do you do in the winter months? How do you change up your regimen, if at all? Do you not need to? And I'm always interested to hear what patients do to tweak things in the winter months. As always, y'all can follow me on Instagram at SavvyDerm, and do me a favor, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe. You can save it to a playlist and share it with someone who has skin. I hope you guys have an amazing night, and if there's anything you want me to delve into more, just let me know and we can definitely get into that. It's just now coming into the winter months, so we'll have more of these episodes to come, but this is just kind of things to think about as you come into colder and drier weather to tweak your regimen. I hope you guys have a great night, and thank you for watching.